Yo. Once again, we're back. This is with This is Messengers podcast. Of course, I'm Mo.
I'm Mike.
We couldn't do this. We got my dog on the boards once again. It's Drew Money.
How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling?
Feeling good, feeling good.
Yeah,
That temperature
man.
dropped a lot more this morning.
What you say?
I say that temperature dropped a lot more this morning. I woke up, that shit was 39 degrees.
God damn.
But I think we'll have a high
Damn.
of six. I think we're gonna have a high of 61 today though.
Well, that's straight.
Yeah.
That's straight.
Like I said last week, man, don't get into no arguments if you ain't got nowhere to stay.
Hey, for real.
Your name
You
not
be
on
on
that
Bon-
shit.
Be
Play-
on Bonquisha time.
Yeah.
For real, yeah. Be on Bonquisha. It's Bonquisha season now, bro.
Hell yeah. What's up with y'all though? Y'all had a good week?
Yeah, man, real
Straight.
good.
Straight, man. Kicking it, man. For real. For real, man. Just been kicking it, honestly, King. But watching football in a minute. Just been chilling, man.
I feel you. Everything's still good, going good up there in DC?
Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm just kicking it, man. Everything cool. Just cool, man. Not too much going on, you know. You know. I ain't gonna lie, I found me some good Zaza up here last night, man. Drew, I found some good pack, boy. Yes, sir. Finally.
Finally.
Yeah, good. Nah, good, man. Nah, it is everywhere, but you know, I ain't really been trying to smoke after after I came down with COVID and shit like that. So it's been chilling, but the floodgates has been opened. But yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, let's get
Other
into
than
this.
that, man,
Let's get into this shit, man. Did you watch the fight last night?
yeah, I watched it.
I didn't get a chance to watch it, man. What was the outcome of that shit?
Spence was beating dog ass the whole fight, bro. Honestly, he dominated the whole fight. Like Danny was so spurt to, somewhat, I think I ain't gonna lie, Danny probably won, to me, Danny probably won a round or two. But Spence, for the most part, Spence dominated that whole fight. Like, he had his hands on the whole fight.
It was
the whole way
unanimous.
through.
It was a unanimous decision.
Yeah, it was a unanimous decision. He was beating dog ass like the whole fight, bro. He controlled he controlled that fight.
Damn, that's what's up. I saw him trending this
So to
morning.
see him come back from that accident, people thought he wasn't gonna really be what he was, but
Yeah, because he got tossed from his whip, didn't he?
yeah, he was ejected from the car. Then he hit his head on the concrete and slid like he was pretty messed up. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
They were saying they don't know if he'll be able to have the same, his same how you say it, awareness and shit like that. But he was there. Like he said I was actually watching like the countdowns to it, like the little documentaries they would have. And like he was basically talking about like after the fight after the accident happened, how like he lost a lot of friends, like niggas wasn't really coming around like that. So it was only him and like his like real close friends. So he said that really made him focus back on his craft, like. So it was good to see he came back, strong like that.
Mm. That's what's up. That's what's up. I
He
saw
got
him
to fight
trend.
Terrence Crawford now, though.
Yeah, that's what I was about to get on to next. They was talking about him and Terrence Crawford. I had saw this clip with them two men talking about like how I beat your ass, I beat your ass, shit like that. So that's definitely should be the next one on the lineup for sure.
They shook on it.
Hey, we'll see. We'll probably get that 2021.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, they not. I don't see Spence fighting no more this year. That's over with. But definitely 2021. That need to happen. I'm here for that.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. So the fight definitely was like it wasn't no reason to have no controversy in that shit.
No, not at all. I don't think there was no real backlash from that decision. Like, Spence did his thing. Like, I was thoroughly impressed.
Damn. That's what's up though, man. Hopefully we get a well, not hopefully, but just for the shits, if we get another Tyson and Wilder fight, we can get those two back to back.
I don't think my heart can take another. I mean, that's what Deontay at this point. Like, I don't really care. Like, I'm just being real. Like, first off, I'm gonna just break this down. First off, you deny the tutelage from Floyd Mayweather because whatever reasons you feel like I don't know like whatever goofy ass mentality that you have towards Floyd, like you don't want to get trained by the best defensive fighter of all time. Like you don't want to get trained and you go out there and get beat up. Like I just don't get it. Like then you get beat up on Black History Month. Like I don't really care what he does at this point as far as fighting Tyson Fury. Like that's on him.
Remember he said he didn't get hurt. Remember that?
I can't tell. I can't. I can't tell you didn't get hurt because wasn't he like saying he couldn't really even like his vision was blurry and shit like that? Wasn't he saying
Some
that?
shit. Because remember when he started bleeding from his ear and everybody thought his equilibrium was off, but he said he didn't. That wasn't it, and he said he didn't hurt me. It was just, but that still shot. When you got punched, and that lip was going crazy. I don't know, dog. Like you definitely got hurt in that moment.
First off, you're not gonna tell me you was bleeding from the ear and that didn't affect you. So we just gonna cut all that out right then and there. Like that nigga knocked something loose up there, bro.
Hey man, I definitely agree, but it could be that pride, man. That pride wouldn't let him show it.
Hey man, you seen plenty lions die like that.
Facts.
No, for real.
But we'll see what 2021 got to offer as far as boxing matches. We'll probably get some other wild shit. We might get another Jake Paul fight. We'll probably get Wilder again and Tyson, but I don't feel like he should step back into the waters. I don't feel like that's worthy of a part 3. We done had some part 3 fights in history before, but I don't feel like that's worthy of a.
Nah, it's not really even. That series wasn't even like that for all that, honestly. Honestly, like real talk.
No, it wasn't because the first one he damn near lost, but he got saved by a couple of knockouts late. So that's what it's at. But you got another big battle coming up. Versus stepped up they shit this time. I feel like they got this one right. Well, they got the last one right too, so I'll give them credit for that. So we got Ashanti versus Keyshia Cole, man. And me and you talked about it a little bit the other day. And like out the gates, I was thinking like, hey man, this might be a long night for Keyshia Cole, man. But I think it'll be very close, man. I think it'll be very, very. I think the tipping point, as far as it taking advantage, might be for Ashanti if. She get into her feature bag. You see what I'm saying? Like
if she get into that feature bag and playing shit she wrote for J-Lo, which I'm not against now. Mm-hmm. If she get into doing all that, then I can see her pulling away. But the battle would be way more even killed than people think. Like I saw a lot of people just saying straight out like Keyshia getting washed, and I'm like, bro, I don't really think y'all listen to those first 2 albums. Like,
no, her first 2 albums, and after going back and reviewing it myself, Keyshia's first 2 albums are better than Ashanti's first 2 albums. I say. I give the first 2. I won't debate the first one between either 2 because Ashanti's first album is fire too, but the second one is by far better than Ashanti's second chapter 23. Like Keyshia's second album is better than chapter 23 for sure. That's better. But I just feel like then you got like the Ja Rule and Ashanti duo, like that shit damn near undefeated. So it's like. It could go either way, man. It could definitely go either way. I'm looking forward to this one for real. I think it'll be a great battle.
I think I just think it's gonna be way more even than people think. Like I was saying, like a lot of people was just trying to just throw Keyshia Cole away. Like I don't understand that, man. Like I mean it's different for me because like I said, like my mom was on those first 2 albums heavy, so when we was around the house and shit like that, that's all we was listening to, especially, Sunday cleanup days and shit like that. Like, that was that, you know what I'm saying? That was the soundtrack, so, that Keyshia Cole, those first 2 albums were waves, man. Like, I think it's going to be better than, it's going to be a good battle. I'm going to tune into that one. That's next week?
That's Saturday, yep.
Okay, that's what's up. I'm in there for that.
Yeah, on the 12th. It'll be on the 12th. On Twitter they got the jackets out for they said the baby fat jackets are for the Keyshia Cole fans and the little like the top and the bottom like this kind of like the sports gear type shit. Not sports gear.
The little velour set?
Yeah, the velour set. That's for the Ashanti fans.
I can get with that.
I definitely
That's accurate. That's accurate.
Because when that shit of Cheetah came on, boy, and they had them jackets on,
The Keyshia Cole was the jacket, and then he had the either the gaucho pants or like the little flare bottom pants with the Chinese slippers.
Yeah.
With the matching belt.
Hell
That was,
yeah.
that was Keyshia Cole. That was Keyshia Cole. And then, Ashanti was more like you say, like the little two-piece,
Yeah.
little set.
Uh-huh.
White forces. You know
Belly
what I'm saying?
belly button pierce.
Belly button pierce, lip gloss, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like both women, both choices were respectable women. At certain times. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Hey, who about to kill a look as far as the battle? Like, who about to come up there really shutting that shit down? Keyshia or Ashanti? I'm rolling with Ashanti as far as the look.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Keyshia fine as hell, bro.
They
Like,
both fine. They both fine as hell.
like they saw that. Remember she had posted that picture when I think she was going out somewhere. She had her mask on,
Mm-hmm.
and niggas was like, see, this is why y'all can't be mad at us when we still holler at y'all when y'all got y'all mask on.
Mm-hmm.
They was like, how you know I'm even cute behind this mask? And they showed the Keyshia
Man,
Cole
please.
picture.
You know.
Yeah, like
the mask ain't covering up that much now.
Mask ain't covering. We can still see a good 75% of your face, like
Yeah.
your nose. You know what I'm saying? That should only cover up your nose and your mouth. It can't be that bad.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
I mean, I'm gonna go with Ashanti too. I think she gonna her look might be a little better, but Keisha's still a chooser too now.
yeah. I mean, I see a lot of it going both ways. You see what I'm saying? So I think it'd just be a great battle. You had some say like, "Don't ask me to pick between them two. I'm just gonna enjoy this one," which I understand. I get it. Like I forgot, like Keyshia just got a deep bag for real. Like she really do. Like even when I changed my mind, I forgot how great that beat was just by itself. Like Kanye laced that shit, dog.
And that's why I be saying like,
And that was one of her first singles.
Yeah, that was her very first song. Like when she came out, that was her first video and shit, bro. Like that's why I said leave Kanye alone when we talk about this verse and shit, bro.
Yeah, that nigga was in his bag on that. And then like even on
that
Ashanti,
beat crazy, dog. That I changed my mind beat is crazy.
yeah, that shit's crazy. And then even on the Ashanti side, when she first came out, I just remember being in like 6th grade and girls was like singing their heart out to Baby, like Rock with You was on the second one. What was the other single off that first? Oh, Unfoolish.
Unfoolish. You had Happy. You had
Yup, Happy. Mm-hmm.
Like that first Ashanti first album was hard too. Like they both came in correct. Like I'll say that.
Boy, them boy used to spin that shit on them Discmans. You understand me? Like
then they had the Biggie remix for the Foolish and all that. They used to play like.
Then the video for that was fire too, because remember Terrence Howard was in that shit.
Yep. Terrence Howard. That was Terrence Howard when he was fucking with the black folks, man.
Damn, he don't fuck with us no more, dog.
Terrence, you gotta think. Remember when Terrence Howard was on the BT Awards? He was getting the Kid to You. He was with Beyonce when they was performing.
Yeah.
When they was picking niggas out the audience, they chose Terrence Howard.
That man felt like he had died and went to heaven on that stage, boy. I mean, he did have Beyonce as the one for him, so I get it. I understand it.
Hey, did you remember? You remember watching the Janet Jackson special on HBO? She picked Good Boy when she performed "Do You Mind?"
Oh hell yeah! This man was losing his mind.
That should have been me. I remember being a young nigga like, man, why she pick this lame ass nigga, man?
Man, listen, that nigga was in heaven, bro. That nigga was losing his mind. He damn near was shaking and shit.
Nigga was hallucinating.
Yeah, nigga.
I get it though.
No, I get it. You talking about Janet Jackson, bro? Like, yeah, man. I need one of those moments before I check out of here, man.
Word, bro. Like, I'm like, damn. Like, how the hell? Like, that's gotta be like, I'll be telling niggas, hey, don't touch me for at least 12 hours, bro. Like, Janet don't touch me, bro. Like, do not touch me, bro. I'd have to frame that outfit, honestly. Like,
no, you right. You right, bro. You right. You right. Keep that same set as long as you can.
I have to frame that outfit, bro. Real talk.
Oh shit! I wonder this one might get close to a record as far as the Ashanti Keyshia Cole battle. What was the last female battle we had? Was it? It was Monica and Brandy, right?
Monica and Brandy. Didn't they do like a gospel one after that?
Yeah, they did. who was it? It was Aretha and Gladys.
No, it was Patty and Gladys.
I said
Aretha
Aretha.
passed
I'm
away.
tripping, bro. I said Aretha. I'm tripping. It was Patty and Gladys. Definitely
Yeah,
was.
so those were the last two female ones.
Monica and Brandy was good too. And then you got to factor in too if Ashanti and Keyshia might play some new songs in between their set because Brandy and Monica, well, more so Brandy, she played a new song during her set.
Yeah, she was playing shit off her new album. Her new album hard to me. I like her new album.
I ain't heard it. I gotta listen to it.
She was playing some of that shit during the verses, and I went and listened to it. That shit was kind of hard.
Okay, I gotta check that out. But as far as this battle go, man, I really think it's gonna be something great. So Keyshia, I wouldn't be surprised if Keyshia came out on a land like, depending on how Ashanti address like come out swinging, she might can pick it up. Cause I do see some people saying that Ashanti might get her up out of here. I don't see a lot of people saying Keyshia gonna get Ashanti out of here. So it might be one of those battles where you get surprised, man. Kind of like with DMX and Snoop.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those. I think it might be one of those. You know, it's funny too because Keyshia was talking about a lot of people be blocked by Keyshia, and somebody asked her like, "Oh, how you expect people to enjoy the battle?" She's like, "Oh, they can enjoy it on Verzuz online or on Apple Music."
Thanks. Keep that energy though, because why did y'all get blocked? Why did y'all niggas get blocked? Talking out the side of your neck to Keyshia Cole. That's how you got blocked.
Why?
So.
Yeah, but that's my question. Why would Keyshia want to be blocking people? Like, what bad thing is there to say about
They used
Keyshia?
They used to make up little like corny ass rumors about her and shit. Talking about how she was selling fish plates and like just saying corny shit about her. So I get why she was blocking all y'all niggas, man. Y'all don't deserve to be in tune with her. Watch, like she said, watch that shit on Apple Music, man. Ain't no U-turns, nigga. Like, you not about to try to clown on me and then just think I'm gonna unblock you because I got some shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
How it even sound?
Damn, that shit is crazy. Cause I was thinking, like, what reason would Keyshia have to block people? I didn't know that was a thing though.
Nah, they used to be on there like talking crazy about her, man. You gotta think like back when Twitter was really popping, like 2010, 2011, like her show was still on.
Mm-hmm.
Her reality TV show was on. Like a lot of people did.
What year did that shit start?
That shit started like 09, like late 08, 09, like going into her life and shit like that. I think it stopped like 2011, 2012, if I'm not mistaken.
That damn Nephi
even her sister had like a little spin-off show and all that other shit. But
yeah, Nephi had a spin-off show?
Yeah, I think she had like a little dating show.
She was hell on Keyshia's show, bruh.
No, her mom was hell.
No, her mom was hell, but Nephi was hell too, because it was kind of like Keyshia was really going through some shit like on that show as far as like taking care of her family. And it was like she demanded certain things from Keyshia as far as like conversation, bruh. And it was remember when she finally had got the job?
Yeah, I remember that.
You remember that? Like it was just like, but prior it was kind of like at the same time too. I remember the episode where Keyshia had to have the talk with her financial advisor, and Dawg was telling her like, "Hey man, like you can't be out here.
Tighten up. Like,
you gotta tighten up. Like you can't be out here telling everybody yes. Like you ain't really got it like that. You see what I'm saying? Like you good, but if you continue down this, like you gonna be tapped out."
Yeah, I remember all that. Them boys wasn't understanding that, so she had to have that talk with them, bro. I was like, damn, like that's crazy. Like what happened when niggas get money? Like you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you gotta have that talk with people. Like yo, like. I'm here for y'all, but I can't tell y'all every time. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like I remember when not to go off, but I remember when T-Mac said he got drafted. He gave his mom and I think his auntie like $1 million a piece. He was like, y'all should be straight for a minute. Like y'all shouldn't, squander this off like immediately. So, you know what I'm saying? Like. He took care of who he needed to take care of, and everything else was cool after that.
Yeah, he had to realize too. I remember when he was on that doc, that broke doc, and he was like the first check that he got was like for $500,000, and he said when I saw the zeros on that check, I was like, woo, woo. But yeah, you're right. Like You can't be out here doing that shit. But Keyshia family definitely in terms of like just being wild and out there, like her family definitely like they kept it they ended a bargain as far as like entertainment wise on that show.
Yeah,
Hey,
Frankie was
Ashanti
wild.
mom
Like
hell
a
too
lot of
now.
yeah, but she ain't even Frankie though.
No, she ain't Frankie. Hell no.
She ain't Frankie, dog. Frankie turned up, man.
Man,
Who more turned up, Frankie or Jim Jones' mom?
listen, that might be a toss up.
That's a toss up too.
Cause
Jim Jones' mom
Jim
turned.
moms is wild too now.
Nah, she. That's what I'm saying. That's why I asked you that.
And
Like,
she had no problem telling Chrissy about herself.
facts. Like Chrissy could not stand Jim Jones' mom, dog.
No, she could not. No, hell no. She did not fuck. I still don't think she fucked with her till this day.
They just keep it cordial.
Yeah. Hey, if you ever get to a point like that with your significant other parents, you just gotta keep that shit cordial.
Yeah, just keep it cordial, man.
But my whole thing be honestly, bro. I always wanted to ask this, like, why? What could it be that you just have a tiff, like with your significant other parents that bad, like that bad to the point that they don't fuck with you? You see what I'm saying? Like, is it just that you don't? I feel like if it's the fact that you just don't like me, then I don't have no reason not to like you. You don't fuck with me. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Like, but see, that's sometimes what it be like. Sometimes, like, I don't know, man. Sometimes people personalities just don't mix, like, as far as that goes. So the only thing you can do is, like we said, keep it cordial, man. Like, as long as I say hi and bye to you, like, you know what I'm saying, we good. Like, you know what I'm saying, like, because either nothing's going to change. Like, you're not going nowhere, I'm not going nowhere, obviously. So, this might we can at least keep it cordial. But I never really had that problem. Like every like
I
like,
never had that problem either.
I had like the parents be loving me, so it's like
I never had that problem either. Like my first relationship, like me and her dad had an argument, not really necessarily an argument, but a disagreement. But it was nothing major. You know what I'm saying? Like in terms of like, oh, I don't fuck with that nigga type shit. But other than that, I've always been loved by the parents. So yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this battle though, man. I'm definitely gonna be tuned in on my Apple Music. I don't think we'll have no antics like we did with Jeezy and Gucci, but
please God no, please God no, man.
I'll be tuned in for sure, man. I'll be tuned in.
Gucci pressed the button every time he could, boy.
Hell yeah. Shit is ridiculous,
my God. Man. Mr. Sassy Man, boy.
Yeah, man, that shit is gonna be.
Hey, at one point during the battle, like, man, all I could do is laugh, man. I was like, dog,
this shit is funny. I mean, you go back and listen to that shit on Apple Music. Like, they be having the battle, like not reposted in full, but like the track, they have it in tracks. So I don't know if they'll have it like in terms of like even when Jeezy was talking, but I don't know. But you definitely could go back and play that shit track by track on Apple Music.
When Jeezy was hitting the I'll tell you what, bro, I was like, all right.
Yeah,
man,
I thought Dog was about to go across the stage. I ain't gonna lie.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Hey, man.
Yeah, man. Shit was nasty. So, yeah, man, let's transition to another female R&B artist, man. This is a topic that's been trending for the last, 2-3 days, man. Teyana Taylor said that she came out and said that she's going to retire because she feel unappreciated. And, she basically just tired in a sense. You see what I'm saying? So,
she on that Jeremy Lin shit, man.
Yeah, so I was scrolling through Twitter, Instagram, shit like that, just seeing different people's opinion on it. And, of course, I see the people, got the cape out for her in terms of not feeling appreciated and how we failed her because all we do is like her pictures the same. We don't support her music the same way we like her pictures. Kanye failed her. Good music failed her. And I'm going to just say this, man. At the end of the day, Teyana Taylor is a great talent. I feel like that she can be a creative director at any label. She probably could start, her own shit in a creative lane as far as grooming some talent. She could dance, she could sing, she can act. So she could be a creative director in any one of those lanes. But in terms of her music career, she has to be held accountable by herself in terms of that. You've been making music since you were 16 years old. You're 30 years old now, so that's 14 years of making music. You had a head start more than anybody, any other artist. Your mom was plugged in from the jump. Like, so you signed into Pharrell. Then you transitioned to Kanye West. You've had albums produced by both of those. One of those I thought was pretty good. The Chapter 7 album that I felt
that was a hard album.
yeah, I think that was a very good album. But in terms of you feeling like I mean, let's be real here. I mean, outside your core fan base, maybe other people just wasn't grasping it like that. I saw somebody say the other day that Kanye dropped the ball because she was the only one doing numbers on that label. That's a lie. Like Pusha T was doing numbers on that label. Common was doing numbers under that label. Let's not forget, like Kanye West produced all of the B album. You know what I'm saying? Like that's arguably one of Common's best albums. Daytona.
That is his best album.
That's what I'm saying. Like Daytona is Pusha T's crown jewel. You know what I'm saying? Like that's his classic. Like individually, that's his classic. Big Sean. You know what I'm saying? Big Sean got damn near two, without a doubt. Like people say, Dark Sky Paradise, and I Decided for me is like his classics. You see what I'm saying? So this notion that he dropped the ball because she didn't perform as far as like sales and getting that's not on him at all. It's not on him. It's on her.
My bad. You got it, Mike. Go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, and just in terms of just sometimes you can be the most talented you feel in terms of that field, but it might just not pan out that way. Sometimes it just doesn't happen. You might have to get into other avenues. Like everybody knows that Sci-Hi the Prince is a dope rapper, but in terms of like getting a recognition and him maybe not selling how he would like to, like he's even rapped about that on the track, not so with a lot of malice, but he just spoke about it. You see what I'm saying? Like, but look what he's doing now. He's still getting checks to this day for writing. He found another lane to be successful in. So, but I'm not buying the notion at all that the people or good music failed Teyana Taylor. That's strictly on her. It's just on her. Like the music just wasn't clicking in terms of people receiving outside her fan base.
But my whole thing is, bro, like, I mean, like you went down a laundry list of things that she has done, right? So like my thing is like what else more do you want? Because there's a lot of artists who don't have that at all. Like you say, like you came in 2006, right? You've been signed to Pharrell. It was a gap between you being signed to Pharrell and you being signed to Kanye West. And within that time, like you've dominated for the most part. You've been one of the more popular people on social media, which has accumulated to you, like, garnishing your fan base. You've been, like you say, you've been acting. You done had sneaker collabs. Like, you done did all kind. Like, you've touched plenty of avenues. So it's like
you and Amon got a reality show.
Yeah, like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, she's touched many avenues that a lot of people do not get to do. You know what I'm saying? Based off of her being in the industry. So my thing is, bro, like, and then even with this last album that was produced, like, all by Kanye, that was her most, besides Chapter 7, that was her most, reviewed album. Like, her most talked about album. Like, that shit was playing worldwide. So it's like, my thing is, like, what else do you want? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to minimize anything as far as she might be feeling like she's unappreciated, but it do come off like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like what you got to really look at the big picture here. Like, like Mike said, like we was there when she was on Sweet 16 and she's always been here since then. That was 2006. So it's like, what else? I mean, like, a lot of people don't stick around for 3 years. You can get 14.
14. Like that's a significant time frame to you.
Like, let me just scale this out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got artists like Teyana Taylor, who's been out for a long time. You got artists still out there like a Tinashe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure Tinashe would want to be in Teyana Taylor's shoes right now. That's no lie. Like,
no, you're right.
So it's like, like sometimes like you really gotta just, everybody not gonna be the top nigga. Like sometimes you gotta appreciate your spot where you at. And Teyana Taylor, when you really look at it, like her career not that bad to say like she feel unappreciated. Like to me,
I feel like she want her social media acclaim to match her music career, and it's just not like that sometimes. It's just not like that sometimes. Some people might just like you for your pictures. It is what it is. You see what I'm saying? Like if it's not aligning with the music, it's a reason why. It ain't on the label. It can't be on the labels. It can't be. You went through two of the most.
It can't be a label. Like it can't be a label, like you say, because like like I say, bro, like everybody not gonna be like a top musical nigga. Like I say, like like you're well known for fashion. You still known for music. Like, and her saying is like, brother, you're known for music. Like niggas do rap with your music. It's just not what you want. But niggas rap with your music. You're known as an actor. You're known as a creative director. You're known for collabing with different brands and shit like that. Like you're known. Like I feel like she's a kind of a jack of all trades.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like for her to like for this narrative to be spun around like the labels didn't really do their job is like I just don't get it. Like what do you want?
I I just I feel like had this been anybody else, it would have been more so on the terms of you fumbled your opportunity because like you said, you came into the game with you everything. Like I said, your mom was plugged into the industry. You know what I'm saying? Like you had a consistent 14-year window of being under some prestigious people. You know what I'm saying? Like you was under Pharrell, then you was under Kanye. So it's just like you can't blame the label for your lack of success as far as your music. I just can't do it. Like maybe just the music just you wasn't just gonna sell like that, and maybe other people just didn't gravitate towards it. And I asked other people, and they was just like, people was like, when I was telling them, like, man, Teyana Taylor retiring, and they was like, from what? You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not a shot. It's not a shot, but it's like a real thing because her core fan base know that she's within music, but like other people was just like, okay, like, but why? And that's just you can't help but people to feel like that. Ain't no malice behind that. Like people fuck with Teyana Taylor, but it's just like as far as like your music not being received in that light, it's just like maybe people just outside your fan base didn't receive it like that. Everybody's not going to be like you said. Everybody can't be the top dog, or everybody can't be in the top dog class.
That's just not gonna happen for everybody. Like it's just not like that's just a
I
reality.
feel like she
man.
pulling
Like,
I feel like she pulling the Ari Lennox card, man. And maybe them personality
pulling
wise
what?
might feel like the same in terms of like not receiving the recognition, so they need motivation. I guess the recognition it could be their motivation, which I think is not a good thing. But who am I to say that? You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like it's just a weak ploy. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at
yeah,
it.
I can't get with that narrative, man, because it's like you say, like no other artist. I just feel like a lot of artists wouldn't get this leeway, bro, to be in the game for this long, have these opportunities that's been given to her, make the strides within different lanes that she had, and then just one day say, I don't feel appreciated. Well, a lot of people don't get to be around since '06 and do what you did. So, I mean, what we really talking about?
Especially off a Sweet 16 episode.
Like, you came in like that. Like, let me put it like this: like, a nigga can't come in on a Sweet 16 episode and stick around for that long. He done get ran out of rap.
And not even that. Be around this long and not really like broke through major.
Exactly.
It wasn't like she
Like,
hasn't had big songs. I mean, she had to Google me when we first and all that other shit. But it's just like, you know, I kind of even at that time I kind of put her in that class with Esther Dean. You know what I'm saying? So, in terms of being able to catapult and get bigger, she's had the opportunity to do that. And I'm not saying she hasn't become bigger than her, which she has because she has put out projects. But like you said, Mo, she's been in movies. She's been in a reality TV show. Like she's had sneaker collabs. Like what more they have you want to make people want to gear towards your music because you got fans from all those different avenues. And maybe they just appreciate you in those lanes by themselves. It's a thing. That could be possible. Like I even noticed with Diggy.
Go gold or some shit like that.
Yeah, like I even noticed like with Diggy Simmons, right? I use him as an example. Like when he came out, he had like the 2011 song he had with Jeremiah, like You or something like that. And
He
then
was a freshman class artist.
yeah, and it was just like he's under, Rev Run. You see what I'm saying? Like he come from hip hop royalty. Like I haven't seen Diggy Simmons complain about not being, appreciated. He's tapped into other avenues. We seen him on different shows. Like he be modeling. Like he found another lane to be successful in. You see what I'm saying? So
And Teyana Taylor's been doing this the whole time too. Like she's been modeling, acting, like doing all kind of shit. But it's like how you just have the permission to get up and blame other people. Like you say, Dickie ain't blaming nobody. Like
sometimes you just got to do what works for you, man. I don't know, man. I just felt like that topic was very easy to like play victim on, especially off the heels of her complaining about the Grammys. And that's another reason why like we didn't even really talk about that shit because there ain't really no need to talk about it. Like when we got on here, we talked about how people was really having an in-depth back and forth conversation about the BET Awards like nominations. That's the type of time that we should be on. Y'all get up here and say these all long, lengthy ass speeches about how we shouldn't, care about it, and then every time nominations come out, we not even talking about the show. We talking about just nominations. You see what I'm saying? Like,
right.
We be having conversations about the winning outcome on the BET Awards, not even the fucking nominations. We talking about nominations. Y'all be up in arms about a nomination. You see what I'm saying? Like every year, but then y'all come out here and y'all get on y'all Instagram, y'all make these lengthy ass posts. I'm about tired of that shit. All y'all full of shit when it comes to shit like that. Cause y'all care at the end of the day. Y'all care. Cause if you didn't, you wouldn't get up on your platforms and continue to give them the light, give them the time to be making these lengthy ass posts about how they snubbed this. Shut the fuck up, man.
Freddie Gibbs ain't shut the fuck up yet about his nomination, man.
He ain't never gonna be quiet about that shit.
Man, I'm not a hater at any means. Let me put this on wax. I'm not a hater by any means, but please don't give Freddie Gibbs a Grammy, bro. Please don't. Please don't, man.
Man, it's gonna be a spin-off show if he win that bitch.
He will really have a VH1 show centered around him winning a Grammy. Please don't give him that.
It's crazy because that nigga is super talented too. Like I fuck with Bandana. You know what I'm saying? And I fuck with the Alfredo shit too. I think Bandana was better than the Alfredo shit. And I know I'm saying he wasn't worthy of a Grammy nomination. But in terms of what you saying,
weirdo time, man.
It just be weirdo shit. You know what I'm saying? Like my nigga, we get it. You know what I'm saying? But even in terms of like the other artists, like them complaining, it's just like every year y'all do the same shit, and every year you continue to before when the nominations come out, say, or even when the party even when the shit come around. Y'all, it could be anybody. It could be Diddy. It could be just anybody. Just get up here and they make this long, lengthy speech about, y'all got to get it right. Get it right. Motherfucker, y'all been asking them to get it right since 92 and we still here.
Didn't he say this whole shit last year about us not needing the Grammys and he was going to start an award show and all this other shit? Like,
I don't remember him saying he's starting his own show, but I do remember him saying that.
We was saying we don't need them and all this other shit.
No,
like,
he definitely said something like that. That he wanted to start his own.
But my thing is, like, though, we have our own shit. That's what I'm saying, dog. Like, we have the Soul Train Awards. You see what I'm saying?
Soul Train Awards was last week. I didn't see nobody talking about that.
You see what I'm saying? We got the Soul Train Awards. We got the BET Awards. We got the BET Hip Hop Awards. You see what I'm saying? So, I don't feel no type of way for the Grammys not showing the award for rap. I don't feel no type of way about that. They have their years when they do, and they have their years when they do it during commercial breaks. So the fuck what? They didn't create the shit for us. It took them until 95 to finally have a category for best rap album. Why the fuck I'm mad at that? Why am I mad at that? We have other shows that appreciate our shit. And I don't really want to go off on a tangent about that shit. Point being, Teyana Taylor, like, if she feel like she unappreciated, she can feel how she want to feel. But as far as like the blame game, we not about to do the blame game. As far as labels, fans, we just not doing it. I'm not buying it.
I feel you, bro. That was just funny how you said that.
No, for real. That's why we didn't talk about it on the previous episodes. I just didn't want to go off on a tangent about that shit. It's just like it all boils down to feeling unappreciated. But they're unappreciated from who? Them white people? Like, who are we talking about at the end of the day? Like, and that's why I brung it up, because this was off the heels of her complaining about the Grammy nominations for R&B category. Like, bro, y'all gonna do this shit every fucking year? Like, enough is enough, bro. Let the shit go. They not fucking with you.
Another thing that they try to do, they try to make it seem like it's straight white people voting against them. Like, if you you can actually Google who's on the Grammy committee boards. It'd be a lot more black people than y'all think. Ninth Wonder is one of them. Ninth Wonder is on the Grammy voting committee board. So this is all this shit is public knowledge, bro. Like, this is Google the Grammy Music Committee, like the voting committee or whatever that shit is, and them niggas will pop up. Like, it's a few of us on there too now. It is a lot of older people on there who might not be in tune, but it is people in there who kind of know what's going on for the most part. So you can't say it's all them, like, because they got a hand in this shit too. Like, we got a hand in that shit too sometimes. That's all I'm saying.
No, I feel you. I feel you, dog. And they just need to stop. Just enough. Just enough with it, man. Just enough. Like, enough.
Niggas hate the Grammys till it's time to put on that suit for Hove.
Mm-hmm. Facts. But shout out to her. Hopefully she finds another avenue that she could be successful in. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I feel like she could be a creative director in any one of those lanes. It's not like she's not versatile. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's very versatile as far as her talent.
She's a very talented young woman, man. Like, I just don't.
Even that video that she had that went viral that she killed, like when she had Amon and her daughter like on it at the end. Like, that video when she was dancing and shit. It was to a Kanye song, but I can't remember what song it was.
Yeah, that was for I think it was called Fever, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, something like that. But she killed that shit. Like so you
it
can dance.
Like Pablo.
Yeah, you can dance, you can act. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can rap, you can sing.
You're a sex symbol. Like, you're
a sex symbol. Like, you can model. Like, you just had way too many lanes to just be harping on the fact that you didn't feel unappreciated within your music. Like, just find another avenue to tap in. Other people appreciate you in other lanes. You see what I'm saying? So how you feel about a Dipset and G Unit battle?
I'm here for it.
Who you think winning that shit?
Now we talking straight Dipset versus G Unit as far as like just them, or they can play like solo shit within it as well.
I'm assuming solo shit as well. I don't think if either one of those, either party like Cameron or 50 would drown it out with just they shit.
Oh no, I agree with that. That's why I asked. Like, I don't know if it would be strictly like group songs, or would it be broken down? Like Jewels might get a little 2 to 3 like songs, or y'all trying to say
trickle down, like just like with Lloyd and Buck and all. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I would roll with Dipset, but I think it would be close.
It would be very close.
Very, very close. But I'm rolling with Dipset because I feel like a lot of their shit is just going to hit harder. And their movement, in my opinion, I think was bigger. There's just their impact on the culture, I think, was a little bit more significant than G Unit.
I wouldn't argue that. There was more. I don't even want to say it was more commercial because it was everywhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but there was. It's because, like I said, I don't want to call them commercial because they was hood at the same time. Like, these niggas was with Monica Lewinsky and all this other shit back in the day. Like, they was everywhere. Like, Dipset was everywhere, bro. Like, I can't say they was really commercial because they kept it hood the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
But they was still within certain places and shit. Like, so I don't know, man. Like, I wouldn't argue that, man. Like, they definitely meant a lot. Like, they imprint lasted a long time.
Mm-hmm. I'm definitely fucking with it. I feel like that's another group battle that we need for sure. And I just think, like, I mean, if we can get Jeezy and Gucci, we definitely could get Dipset and G Unit, man.
Did they have beef?
No, they ain't had no beef, but Cameron and 50 had their little tiff.
Yeah, I think that shit over with, man. Yeah. That shit over with.
I think it'd be so.
That was funny as hell, though. That was funny as hell. Like,
I think it would be some hilarious moments, though.
Yeah, from that first.
Go ahead.
From that first radio call meltdown, I knew that shit was gonna last for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like,
Curtis
on the phone. Put Curtis on the phone right now.
How much did he sell, Curtis?
He was on Asylum Records, right? He went to Asylum Records, right?
I think it would be dope though if they each had like all three of them up there. Like 50 would have like Lloyd and like either probably wouldn't be Buck, but Tony Yayo, and then Cam had just Jewels and Jim, and they could all like have their moment to like talking some shit, introduce a track that they about to play and shit. I think that'd be dope. I think that'd be real dope.
That'd be very dope. I'm here for that.
Yeah, because 112 and 112 and Jagged Edge, they had both of their groups was up there.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, so I think that'd be real dope. That shit might break some records too. So you never know, man. I think that shit would be.
Niggas don't want to hear them behind the scenes stories with 50 and Cam, dog. Niggas don't want to hear that shit, bro.
Yeah, for sure. But don't drown out the battle with that shit though.
Oh yeah, of course.
Don't drown out the battle with that shit. But I think it'd be it'd be so much music. You could I can't even think about. They got so many records between them two. I don't even know if I could put together like a straight up 20 for each one that'd be. I could just shuffle that shit, to be honest with you.
Facts.
They just got so much shit that'll just go so hard, dog. Like even between Cam and 50 by themselves, like the Jim has some shit. Jewels, of course, has shit. Tony Lloyd, like Lloyd Banks got some shit.
Yeah, he do.
Who got better albums, Lloyd or Jim?
I love Lloyd albums too, bro. But I'm gonna have to go with Jim, man. Jim edge him out because Jim's still working.
Yeah, you're right. He is. His last album was fire. That El Capo.
He just dropped the deluxe to that too. I heard that.
I did see that. Yeah, I did see that. But he came hard with. That was one of the best albums of 2019. For real though, El Capo was a very good album. Very, very good.
Facts.
I don't know, Lloyd kind of like, I don't know, man. Cause when did he kind of phase out as far as making albums? Around 11, 12?
After
Hunger for More 2?
After the started up track, man, to me.
Yeah, that was Hunger for More 2, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That album was fire. Cause I had Beamer Benz and Bentley on there. I think I Love You with Jeremiah, and then Started Up. Yeah, that album was crazy. I was fucking with that. I don't know, man. You might be right. Jim might edge him out.
Jim would edge him out, man. Jim's still working, man. Lloyd supposed to be right there with Jim still working, honestly.
Yeah, I remember Lloyd was talking about how he wasn't making no music no more because he felt like, it was past his time and, niggas ain't really trying to hear him and shit like that.
That's false.
Yeah, niggas always trying to hear Lloyd Banks.
He's one of the best rappers to come out of New York, bro. Like, how niggas don't want to hear that?
Exactly.
That part.
I don't want to hear Vado. I tell you that.
You said you don't?
No. No.
Damn.
I gave that nigga multiple chances.
I know Vado was that boy.
He was.
Man.
Mo, come on. Mo, we met each other like 2011?
Yeah.
I was fucking with Vado heavy.
That's Vado prime right there. Too.
That was his prime. I was fucking with that nigga heavy around that time. And it was just like, he just trickled off around that 14, 15 window, dog. It is what it is.
He did the whole thing. He did the whole thing where he blamed Cameron too. And I was like, nah,
you're
not about to do that.
Like my nigga, he vouched for you to have your own freshman cover. Whoever does that? Whoever did that?
Double XL straight up. Vado was bigger than that list. He
told
him that.
He should have had his own cover. Like niggas.
That man had you on Gangsta Grill's albums. That man had you all over the place, bro.
See?
You're not about to do that, Vado.
Being unappreciative, Mo. Being unappreciative. And we talking about at a time where Cameron easily could have just kept coasting, but he put you on the forefront for a lot of shit, my nigga. Yeah. A lot of shit.
Yeah.
Hey man, nasty.
Now he on We the Best Records right now, so no.
Barely that. He's on Marriage Boot Camp.
All right. I see what it's going.
Just saying, bro. Just saying. This is where his career fall out to. You know what I'm saying? It's like take a shot at the nigga, but it's just like I'd rather hear Lloyd Banks before I hear Vado. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't even know that nigga was dating Tahiri until I saw them on Marriage Boot Camp, bro. I didn't even know that was a thing, to be real with you. And then he was on there choking her out and shit. I was like, what? Is this on real TV? Like, is this real? Like,
Yeah, what we doing?
Drew.
Yeah, like what we doing? What we
Like,
doing?
like, what's going on?
How you get from that to that? Like how you do that? That's some Saigon type shit. You not Saigon. You not Saigon. You Vado. You know what I'm saying?
Hey boy, Saigon was on Love and Hip Hop, yelling and screaming.
Shit is nasty.
Well, you know a nigga need that check when he on there playing the part fully, boy.
Fully. Hey, shout out to them niggas though, man. Shout out to them niggas.
Niggas really be in that motherfucking role, bro. They need that. Wait, Mona Scott is the devil, bro. She knows
real shit.
Down bad, bro.
Real shit.
For real, bro. Like, shout out to Mona Scott, man.
Yeah, she did what she had to do, man. Look how this shit.
That motherfucker yelling, screaming, throwing water on niggas, all kind of shit, bro.
Hey, imagine Mona Scott in the year 2030. You know what I'm saying? It might be some. It might be on some network type shit.
Man,
just a network with all those type of shows. She might branch away from VH1 at this point. The way she moving,
she might have her own fucking network.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, imagine the shit 10 years from now. With a new era of artists, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's gonna get crazy.
She gonna have the mulattoes. She gonna have like whatever, like whoever popping around that time. Like she gonna have like, you know, Blue. I can see Blueface fucking with her. Like I can see all kind of niggas on them shows, bro.
Hey, you know what? I wanted to ask you about that too. That was something that we didn't really cover the last time. How you feel about? You think Mulatto should change her name?
What was that?
You think Mulatto should change her name? Because I had to do some history, like some research on that shit myself, and I didn't know it was like a racial term. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but I know some people saying they know mixed people. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, the mulattoes were mixed people. They called themselves mulattoes. They were, and of course, there was I don't know, was it like some white people called them, like who handed that name down? But you know, it was, you know, mulattoes.
And I saw people just saying, like, I know some mixed people calling themselves, but it's not me personally. It's not on me to tell somebody what's offensive or what's not. And if there's some, I look at it like the Washington Redskins situation. You know what I'm saying? You had some Native Americans that didn't necessarily think it was, you know, disrespectful, but then you did have some who did. And it wasn't until, you know, FedEx and Nike finally, like, put their foot down and now they wanted to change the name. So, I mean, if she changes it, I'm for it.
But me personally, like, I feel like, you know, because when the only backlash that I've seen from it has been from people who aren't biracial. So it's like, you know, how can, like, we're black, of course we black, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to minimize nobody's feelings here because it's all racial at the end of the day. But it's like, you know, is that more of our problem, or that should be something that only affect or should offend biracial people, because they're the ones who had that label, not us.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you this: did you feel like the Redskins had to change their name? Do you feel like that's kind of in the same category in terms of like feeling the needs?
That offended Native Americans. That didn't offend me. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if it offended them, I'm all for them wanting the Redskins to change their name. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. If it was a large group of biracial people that felt like, you know, Mulatto was violating them, I'm with them in wanting Mulatto to change their name if they feel like, you know, it's a lot of negative connotation with that. But I haven't seen that. That's all I'm saying. I've only seen, you know, strictly, you know, 100% black people, you know, arguing that. And I'm asking, like, I'm not trying to be obtuse or ignorant. I'm asking, is that really our problem? Because we are biracial. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, you know, at the end of the day, it's like, obviously, with all that being said, it's like, you know, she not stepping down from changing that shit. So, like, what do we say? What do we do at this point? Like, I feel like niggas talking about that shit is making more people even get on her.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, of course, she's not gonna change it right now. Like, any publicity is publicity in 2020. So it's like, you know, as has is she gonna be motivated to change that shit? And then you got like, she's came out, so, and of course she identifies as black, but they had her on an old Vlad interview where she was like, for the most part she white. So it's like, who to say? And she got a black father. So it's like, who's now that's kind of incriminating on her, because a few years ago you told Vlad you was a white woman, and now you identifying as black. Now
Mm.
you I don't know. I'm not biracial, so I don't know how that works. So it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Sound
who
like
should
some
really
logic
be
shit to me, my nigga.
What you say?
Sound like some logic shit to me, my nigga.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue that. Like, that is some logic shit. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Because
But
at
it's
the end
like,
of the day, if she's no biracial, you still black. Like that's a dominant trait. It's a dominant trait for
right,
a reason. Like it just is what it is. So if you having issues identifying with what you are, like did you tote the line because you finally became big off the heels of black people supporting you? Because it damn sure ain't white people that support you.
facts.
Like her
Speak
core
on it.
fan base are black people.
Facts.
That's how I look at it.
Facts. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I understand, but all right. So let me ask you this. All right,
All right, go
because
ahead.
there's no, like, this don't, like I said, this, to me, I haven't seen any biracial, outrage from her calling herself Mulatto. Now, if she listened to us and changed her name from Mulatto, what is she even gonna change her name to? Like, what is she even gonna call herself? Like, what do her changing her name from Mulatto, is that really, like, that's what I'm asking? Is this really like a black issue? That's all. I'm just confused. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I get it. Like, with the logic point of view, because when she told Vlad she was a black woman, I mean, she identifies as white with Vlad, and now, like, with everything that happened this year, I see she was on her Black Lives Matter shit hard this year. So it's like, damn, you identify as black now, but a few years ago, I don't know if you were just young and ignorant then. You might have had, had to live life and grow, but you identified as white with Vlad. So it's like, what, you know, it's the flip flop shit to me that throw me off. But I'm asking is, do her changing her name, what do that do for us? Like, really, what do that really do for us?
I mean, it just lessens the sensitivity because we in an era now where everything is heightened sensitivity. So that's the only thing it can be. And I'm not trying to lessen it. I'm just saying that's the type of time we in. Like
Right,
we in a
right,
time where everything getting changed. You see what I'm saying? As far as like if you said something in the past or your name might be offensive, like people are just changing it. That's why I brought up the Washington Redskins situation because it kind of go hand in hand. So I don't know what she would change it to. Maybe she could just use her regular name. She could find another nickname that she was called when she was a kid, middle school, high school, maybe. That she could just do get a brand off of. I feel like if she's the type of artist she is, like Mulatto is more than just a name. It's like her brand. So if she finds another name that she can just build a brand off of, I don't see nothing wrong with it. If she's willing to do it, that's on her.
Hey, my thing is this: she came out. She's. I won't say she really came out, but she's been trying to break through since like 2012. So it's like, that name, like, it's like, damn, like, how that even last this long? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
I
Like,
got you.
I get what you're saying wholeheartedly. Like,
Hmm.
I'm not even trying to backlash that. Like, if she can find her something where she can build a brand off and it don't offend people. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I haven't seen, to me, I'm not biracial, so what she does is a biracial person. Just like with Logic, like, my whole thing with Logic was like, my nigga, like, you can't do this whole flip flop shit. You don't know if you white one day or black one day. Like, end
Yeah.
of the day, my nigga, you're a black man, and you
Ex-
said straight up that your white mom used to call you a nigga. So like,
yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even want to have nothing associated with that. You're a black man at that point. Like, you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
That's what I'm saying. Remember,
So it's like, that was my thing. Like, the whole flip flop shit. Like,
and that's what
that's
I'm
all I'm
saying.
saying.
It could be like some identity issue, whatever. Because remember, me and you used to had a conversation about him and J. Cole. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
J. Cole mom is white. Your mom is white. J. Cole daddy black. Your daddy black. Why is it that this man, and maybe it's more of a Maybe because J. Cole looks like a black man versus Logic. I'd say, I promise you, Mo, the first time I heard Logic and he said the N word, I'm like, who the hell is this white boy saying the N word all throughout his album? And they was like, no, he black. I'm like, this motherfucker black because he don't look, to the average person, he don't look like a black man. But when you actually like, okay, I can see it now. You see what I'm saying? But off rip, maybe because J. Cole looks more like a black man versus Logic. I don't know, that maybe that he has that identity issue. You see what I'm saying? I don't know.
Right, I can see that with Logic happening because Logic really don't look like a nigga, like for real. Like at least J Cole, he has more predominant black features. You
Especially
know
with
what
his
I'm
skin
saying?
tone.
Like, what you say?
Especially with his skin tone.
Right, and his hair, like,
Yeah, and
like
his
you
hair.
know, like so I get it, like I get it, but it's just like Jake, just like it's a lot of brothers who grew up looking like J Cole who still be on that sucker shit. So it's like it's still
That's crazy.
at the end of the
That's
at the end
crazy.
of the day, like you still got J Cole, you still got to give up to J Cole. Like he know, like I'm still a black man at the end of the day. Like you
Exactly.
know what I'm saying, like. Because it's like I say, it's plenty brothers who look just like J. Cole, grew up just like J. Cole,
Uh-huh.
and they still be on the I'm white shit. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
crazy. I never thought this niggas out here who look like J. Cole who be on that shit.
It's niggas who be on that sucker shit, bro. Like they know they black and they try to do this whole like well I'm 50% Caucasian. Like nigga, stop it, bro. Like you look look at your hair, bro. Look at your hair. Look at your hair, bro. Like cut it out, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's funny but it's sad at the same time. Like
That's some
these
sad shit
niggas
for
really
real.
be on that sucker shit, bro. Like cut it out, bro. Your dad will slap the shit out you, bro.
That's some wild shit. But yeah, we'll definitely see how that mulatto shit play out, man. But I don't know, man. I feel like it's one of those things where people like just like let that shit die down and people forget about it. I don't know. If she has another big song, maybe people might bring it up again to try to like diminish it. They'd be like, oh, let's not forget the fact that you still haven't changed your name, and I don't know. It just depends. It depends. It depends. But people
At
be
this
on that
point,
type time.
I feel like it'll be a stain like going forward because, like you say, like we're in an information age. Like people want to retain all this information, so it's like, do it really even? That's why I say, do it even matter at this point if she changed it? Because even if she do change it, you still gonna have people killing her. So it's like, like what happens then? Like you know what I'm saying?
I feel you. I 100% agree with you, but it just have to boil down to a thing that we'll see. We'll just have to see play out at the end of the day. So
To me personally, I just feel like she should address the whole, you know, flip flop and shit. Like like I said, she was younger back then, so it's like I don't know. Maybe she had some enlightenment going on. You know what I'm saying? Like but it's like. You did say that. You know what I'm saying? You did identify as a white woman with Vlad on the Vlad interview. You did do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. Like maybe had some self enlightenment. You know what I'm saying? And you realize, what's going on. I'd accept that. You know what I'm saying? That go across the board, man. All women, like, you know what I'm saying? Even if Logic came out tomorrow, but I was on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? I was with this whole flip flop thing. Like I know that I'm a black man. You know what I'm saying? I would accept that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like niggas fuck up all the time. But it's like you gotta address that shit though. To me,
I feel you. You feel like that's really the main thing that she got to address.
that's the main shit with me. Because personally, like I understand of I'm not minimizing black women or like black women being offended by her calling herself a mulatto. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not biracial, so that don't offend me that bad. I do know that there's colorism and all kind of shit going on. Like it's been going on and still go on. But I'm not biracial. I feel like mulatto that was like a strictly biracial term.
Gotcha.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not minimizing nobody for feeling offended by it. But me personally, it don't hit me emotionally like that. But I'm not minimizing nobody who it do.
I got you. I got you. Well, we'll definitely see how that shit play out, man. How you feel about that Casanova situation, man? Man, we just had a string of just rappers like getting caught up in like some wild shit. You got Casanova G herbo situation. Like it just seemed like, man,
they just had a big sweep in Harlem the other day. Like 15 niggas got indicted federally.
this pandemic got
So
niggas
like
getting caught
It's
up
a
in some
lot of shit
shit.
going on. It's a lot of shit going on, man. But that Casanova shit, man. Like it always sucks, especially when you gotta go to jail anytime. But we in the holiday season, man. Niggas trying to be with their families and shit, bro. And it's just like, especially with Cass, is like, like we already know his history, and being in jail, already being in the system, like it just sucks. It just sucks seeing niggas go in, bro. Like especially like for the most part, you don't gotta be a fan of bro, but bro has like been maintaining, like holding his own within the industry. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like, he's found a lane. So to see him like go in like that is like, you know, it's bad to see.
It's bad. Yeah, it is, and he's been having a successful career so far. He was able to get away from that. You know, him being always in jail for robbing niggas and shit like that. And all that other shit. He was able to find a lane musically. Support his family. Better his life. It is sad to see. Even when I saw his girl's Instagram post, like like you said, we in the holiday season. No woman trying to lose her man to the feds at a time like this.
Exactly. Like, and who knows how that, what I'm saying? Like, he maintained his innocence. Like, I'm hoping that he's innocent. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like you don't know exactly how that shit gonna go. Like when
Yeah,
you just
especially when
don't
you
know.
saw
Like,
you saw the video of the girl like giving up his name and shit like that. Was that real?
yeah, I mean that shit didn't look edited to me. Like that's why I'm looking at that shit. Like, bro, what is this? Like, what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just all bad, man. It's just all bad. It's just all bad.
What do you think about Herbo situation?
I
That's
just
some
know
wild shit,
that's
bro.
yeah, that's another one, man.
But
You
fraud.
gotta
But
watch your
one thing about
you gotta
fraud
watch your
though.
associations, man.
Go ahead. My bad.
No, you got it.
One thing about fraud, man, that shit'll always catch up with you. Like the feds don't play when it comes to shit like that. And the thing is, they let shit like that build up over time. So it's like you don't know what you not like. You know what you're doing. I think he's maintaining his innocence too in terms of that. I think his representation came out, but it's like the list of shit that was going on was just nasty, dog. Like for private jets and like wasn't some shit like some pets or some shit like that.
I'm sorry, but I'm not swiping jets, bro. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, that's too hot, dog. Like, that's just too hot. When they said this nigga was buying designer puppies and shit, I'm like, what is
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
designer?
saying. Like it was like what
What's the
is that?
designer puppy though? Like, what is that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even trying to be funny, but it's
No,
like,
I wanted
damn,
to
bro.
know like what are you doing with that?
Yeah, like when you really look at like the shit that they listeners like, bro, like, come on, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dog. These niggas was booking villas on trips and shit. Like, come on, dog. Like, come on, dog. Like, I'm not even about to speak too much, but it's like, come on, like what's hot. Like, you can't book a whole fucking villa, dog. Like, come on, dog. A whole private jet. Come on, dog. Like, come on, bro.
Faulty transactions at that.
Come on, dog. You swiping jets? Come on, man.
And I would just assume, I don't know, outside looking in that her can afford a private jet to fly places because a lot of times people they don't buy the plane, they buy the hours.
Right.
So a lot of people buy like if your money is like that, okay, you got some people they actually buy the private jets. But a lot of people they buy the hours on said jet. So you just go to a company and they offer you X amount of hours for a private jet. That's what you buy. But to
Right.
just be swiping it like you said, swiping jet, and they could be doing that mode. They could be swiping jet time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but it's like, bro, like at the end of the day, bro, like you're swiping jets, bro. Like that shit gonna if a nigga see that he got jet like transactions for jets, like he gonna call that in. Like come on, bro. Like you're gonna get caught swiping a jet, bro. Like, come on, dog. Whether you think you're not gonna get caught, that shit, like you said, Mike, that shit is building up on your
yeah,
ass,
it's
bro.
building up over time. That's what they
Like
do. They
nigga,
let you build it up.
like you swiping jets and whole villas, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, I saw like when I saw like the list of shit he was buying, I was like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like you too big for that. And like I made a point. I was like, I'm not saying like we're not like I'm not speaking on G Herbo like financial shit. I don't know what he got stashed. I don't know what he's been making, but this just go to show like the pandemic might have been hurting a lot of artists as far as like
That's what it seemed like to me.
maintaining, not even just maintaining their money, but just maintaining an image. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying G Herbo was doing this, but what
Yeah,
I'm saying is,
it could be a
you know,
factor.
it could be a factor. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, the pandemic probably did hurt a lot of artists. A lot of artists get money off shows. That's why you see a lot of them scrunging around to do shows. You see what I'm saying? Like, and they could be doing it because they just want to get back. Some of them really could need the fucking money. You see what I'm saying? But the pandemic definitely affected more than just the average person. Like, a lot of artists survive off shows. Unless you already establish yourself. Like, unless you already established artists like a T.I. or a Ross or like anybody of those magnitude, like, you really need to be out here getting shows. Like, they can put out an album without no promotion, and just whatever comes from it comes from it. A lot of them can't afford to just put out an album right now if they ain't got no show money coming in.
I know shit was real when Boosie came here after he got hit up in his leg, and I'm like, bro, like.
Yeah, I don't feel like he needed to do a show after getting hit up in his leg, though.
Like, bro, when I saw his leg, I was like, bro, you need to be home, bro. Like, you need to be home. Like, straight up. You need to be home, bro. He was talking about how he missed certain X amount of back ends last week, and he wasn't going to miss no more back ends. And I'm like, bro, like, your leg do not look. You're not in shape to be doing none of this, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but then again, he already you see the shit what he talking about. He was about to sue Mark Zuckerberg for pulling the plug on his original Instagram page.
Hold that L. Hold that.
Because he was saying how he has X amount of followers. He was, that went to his promo rates for people and shit. And,
hold that L.
Hold but that. It's Mo. Like, bro, like you can't be mad at that when. You was violating their terms.
Yeah, you violating terms, nigga. That's out the window. You dead. Mo, he gotta hold that.
Naked women, like when the pandemic first hit, like
Boosie was wilding.
You was going crazy. Like they come on, bro.
Bruh, Mark Zuckerberg got lawsuits every day. Boosie's not getting a crack at that one. He's not getting a crack at that one.
He's suing for $20 million.
Yeah, he can hold that. He can hold that L, bruh. He can hold that. And we already done seen the movie now, like, and the boys say that's really how Mark get down. You saw how he used to act in those appearances, like in the court, like those depositions and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine how he probably wouldn't even show up for Boosie shit.
You gotta think he done elevated since that movie.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And he had way more money on the line at that time, and he just had a nonchalant ass fucking attitude. This man literally be sitting up in there drawing some shit. Like, how much y'all want, man, so we can go ahead and cut this shit, dog? Like, okay, let's be done. But he's not coming off of no 20 M's for Boosie. I tell you that. It's not. No, hell no. It's not happening.
And Boosie violated the terms.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you violated terms, bro. There's nothing to be having no lawsuit about.
The thing is, like, I remember watching the whole timeline from when this nigga got his and you gotta think, I'm a nigga that be getting the plug pulled on their pages, so I know what time it is. I watched the whole timeline from Boosie getting his page took. Like, the nigga first started, he was wilding for like a week, 2 weeks, and then he I remember he went on Instagram. He was like, yo, like, we can't do the naked shit no more. Like, I just got a warning. Them boys warned me. They told me I can't do no more of the X-rated shit, so I'm gonna make an OnlyFans. So the nigga was still going on the Instagram lives. At first, he was monitoring it. You know what I'm saying? He was monitoring this shit, and then it was like he started going left again. Like he thought the coast was clear for some reason, and was still having like the naked woman on there doing like all kind of crazy shit. Like, so then when they took his page, he was on there for almost a month. And he came back with the new page, and then he was like, "Man, like I need my followers back and shit like that." We had cause you gotta think when he came home, that's when he got all his followers. He had I want to say 3 million followers, 2 million followers on Instagram, and then he got like a lot more followers with the pandemic shit. So it's like when he lost all that, it was like, damn, like I don't know. Like he fucked that up himself, bro. Like we say, bro. Like he violated the terms, bro, multiple times. multiple times, bro. He got warnings. It wasn't like it just happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, them niggas warned that man, dog.
And then he go begging on the camera. I need my page, man. I need my page.
Had all my
Hey,
followers.
This man was at Mark Zuckerberg on Instagram, like, please give my page back, bro. Like, please, bro. Like, can I sit down with you and you know, and talk to you, bro? Like, you're not getting a meeting with Mark Zuckerberg, Boosie, bro. Like, I'm sorry, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I rock with you, bro, but Mark's not sitting down with you. That's what that you can hang that up, bro.
Yeah, that's a dub. That's a dub, man. It's unfortunate, but you know it's a dub. You gotta hold that. But you know,
You gotta hold that, bro. Boosie got like 100,000 followers right now.
he trying to get back up into his M's. He be alright.
I was like, bro, why nobody follow Boosie new page, bro? Like,
Yeah, I mean to be real with you, I didn't even follow Boosie before all this shit. To be honest with you, I caught his shit just like off Twitter. He said some wild shit on Twitter. I never followed Boosie, but you know, hopefully Casanova, you know, G Herbo, they beat this shit, man. You know, a lot of them boys, you know, getting. I also saw that Jeremiah, he's out the hospital too. He's doing better with his situation, so that's good to see.
Shout out to Jeremiah, man, because he was on.
Yeah,
he was
Benny's
not bad. He was
better.
not good at one point. So
I see Benny the Butcher. He's doing better too. So,
yeah, shout out Benny.
Mm-hmm. Niggas is doing good, man. So hopefully, man, we going to 2021 in higher spirits, man. That's all I can say about that shit. To be honest with you, like this pandemic affected a lot of people, dog. A lot of people. So
I saw they just they had another falling out over a stimulus package because apparently somebody was like they was going to cut $1,500, and if you was on unemployment, you was going to get like $400 a week or some shit like that.
mm-hmm.
And they fell out because somebody said it's not enough. So I don't know, man. If you don't get if you fucked up now, they don't pass no stimulus, and you got Christmas coming up, you still got rent coming up right after New Year's. It's like I don't know what to say.
This gonna be a tough.
Man.
Yeah, this is gonna be a tough month for a lot. This is gonna be the first Christmas with a pandemic. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a lot of people who really cannot afford to do their typical shit they've been doing their whole life. This is the first year with a full on blown pandemic, and like you said, you got bills, you got rent that's due. You know what I'm saying? Like you got Christmas gifts that you want to obviously get for people, and some people probably can't afford that shit.
Hey man, that's why I say, man, like you really gotta. You might not like where you at sometimes, man, but when you really sit back and think about, like, you know, what's really going on the bigger picture, bro, you gotta be appreciative because there's a lot of folks who can't do basic shit that you can do, man. Like seriously, I really mean that, dog. Like it's a blessing that we can sit here and do this right now. Like we're not really for the most part stressing about, you know, how we gonna eat tonight or how we gonna, you know, pay this next week or. You know, for the most part, like if we do got Christmas presents to get, like we can handle that shit. But it's a lot of people who not in that position, man. You know what I'm saying? It really make you really think about shit, man. Make you wanna, you know, do what you can do in your power, man. Cause like you said, bro, like you know, this the first real like holiday season we had with a real pandemic, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people are not gonna be able to do certain things for their kids, bro. And that's crazy, bro. There's gonna be a lot of people resorting to shit they never done to be able to do things for their kids, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? So, you know.
Yeah, man, it's definitely unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate, but hopefully, you know, everybody can stay above water. You know, that's how I look at it. And everybody can just stay above water, and you know, just get through this shit. Cause me personally, I don't think this pandemic going nowhere no time soon. I think we might be dealing with this shit at least until next fall. To be honest with you,
that's right. That's what I'm looking at. That's how I'm looking at it.
People got this. People have this other, you know, possibility. I'm just like, nah, dog. Like I don't see it at all. Like I just don't see it. And you still have people getting cases. Like cases spiked up crazy in November. Yeah. Across the whole, like, motherfuckers been wilding, dog. Motherfuckers been wilding, and you know, we broken records in November alone for like cases.
Yeah. So they saying this whole shit, like, you know, America can't afford another shutdown. That shit was just like, This point, what do? Like, we need another one. Like, we need stimuluses. Like, we
Nah, you
need
do.
shit, bro.
Did you see that one? I don't know if it's real or not. Did you see that shit that's been going around on Twitter about other countries who've been giving out stimuluses like per month and like the amount?
Yeah,
Like certain countries be
yeah.
giving out like 2,500 a month, 3,800 a month, like 1,900 a month, like, and we only got what $1,200 payment.
They cut niggas a $1,200 check in April and told y'all to make it work.
Hey, this ain't enough. Make it
Make it
enough.
enough. You should go to the store and give me some cigarettes, Smokey.
Give me the money. Dog, that shit was crazy. That's literally what they did, though. That's literally what they did. That's literally what they did.
Hey, dog. America ain't nothing but, Normandy and Western, man. That's all America is, bro. Between Normandy and Western. That's all this place is, bro. That's all this place is, bro. That's all this place is. We between Normandy and Western, bro. You in USA, bro. That's all this shit is. This shit is ghetto as hell, bro. This is the hood, bro. Like, everybody else probably looking at us, bro. Like, they don't care about y'all. Them niggas don't care about y'all, bro. Canada ain't had no complaints, bro. Them niggas been getting paid every month. You know what I'm saying? They already got universal health care, so, that shit ain't really matter as far as, like, paying for tests and shit like that. Like, man, this is a shame how they handled all of this shit, man. But they've been handling us like this, though. It's just now it's on a national level.
Facts. But yeah, man, hopefully, man, y'all keep y'all shit tight, man. Rappers, don't get up in no bullshit, man. If you don't have to, man, like, it ain't worth it, man. It ain't worth tossing all that shit away. So, shout out to Cass and G Herbo. Hopefully, they beat their cases, man. And, we could get some more music from them. So, we got to talk about that.
Yeah,
We got to talk about old boy who's going viral over the weekend. I found out his name, too. Kevin Samuels, the one who was basically like just keeping it real with that chick and that dude.
Oh man,
bruh, I came across this man YouTube page yesterday, dog, and you talk about the tears that was coming out of my eyes, dog. Like, this man really ain't got no pics. Like, dog got no pics in terms of like keeping that shit real.
It's not misogyny because he flamed niggas up too.
Yeah, he be flaming niggas up, dog. Like, so you can't say he hate, like, I ain't never seen dog before until I saw that shit the other day. I was like, damn, like, this man just keep it 100. I feel like a lot of people need that shit, though. Like, we was talking about in the group chat yesterday when he was talking about the dude, and man was talking about, like, the dude was like, yeah, I'm 31, and, I just want to up my value. And he was like, what you mean? He was like, like, in terms of, like, the women that he was like, stop right there. He was like, that's your problem right there. Like, women shouldn't determine your value. It don't determine your value.
That shouldn't be a motivation either.
Yeah, like, so you already. He's like, I know somebody who's 20. I think he said, I got a nephew who's 21. You sound just like him, and you're 31 years old. Man was
That's
like,
crazy.
This man said, what's your height? He said about 5'7".
I'm 5'7".
He said, how much you weigh? Oh, I think he said like 2 something. He's like, you're not working out, bro.
He said, do you work out? He said, do you work out? He said, I do like.
Yeah.
He's like, you ain't working out, bro. And the nigga, all you do is be quiet. He's like, you ain't working out, bro.
When he listed his height and weight, bro, and he's that man said it so something like, you not working out, bro. You're not working out, bro. You not.
Oh my God, bro.
Nigga was
but
hilarious.
No, that's real shit, bro. Like a woman, and this go for females too, bro. Like, a woman or a man shouldn't be a motivation for wanting to get on your shit, bro. You should want to look in the mirror and want to get on your shit on your own. Like, you should be your own motivation. Like, if you telling me you want to get money, to impress a woman, I'm gonna stay away from you because when you get that money, you going.
Oh my God! You gonna go through certain lengths that I can't even imagine.
Right. When you get that money, you're gonna do things. You're gonna do things behind a woman that I don't align with. So I gotta stay away from you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? A woman or a man shouldn't be a reason to want to upgrade in life. Like, you should want to do that on your own. Because when you get that money, like that, it's a 90% chance that man or woman's still not gonna fuck with you. So it's like,
that goes back to them corny niggas who always feel the need to like. Remember that? I know it's an old thread, but it was new to me because you know I'm only 2 years in on Twitter, but apparently it was some old that's been floating around about the 7-figure nigga, and like
yeah,
he was triple texting shorty, and he was just like, congratulations, you played yourself. I'm a 7-figure nigga. Da 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 da. And it's like, bruh, like niggas with money and low self esteem are the most dangerous niggas, bruh. Like that's like my nigga. I wouldn't even. If she not fucking with you, she not fucking with you. Cool. Like it's not like you don't
it's not adding up if you saying you a 7-figure nigga, but you triple texting, bro.
exactly. You should
It's
be able
not
to have
adding up to
anybody.
me, bro.
You should.
The money, I'm not seeing it, bro.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it because at that point you have access to other women. You see what I'm saying? Like, so what is this thing that you keep triple texting this woman about that? See,
See, Mike, man, like a lot of these people, like,
but they be needing that real talk though.
yeah,
They be needing that real
no,
talk.
for
And
real.
just in terms of the motivation factor, it's like, bro, if you didn't have nothing before you was trying to impress a woman, you not gonna be shit afterwards because people come and go. So she go, what you gonna do? You gonna tuck your tail again?
That's what I'm saying. Like them, and you gotta think once that happened, like that nigga's a loose cannon. Therefore, like
Yes, sir.
I'm staying far away from that type of nigga there, bro.
Nasty man.
For real.
Nasty vibes, man. Nasty vibes. Let me ask you something. You as a man with a child, right? How you feel about dating a woman with multiple children? Would you do it?
Um,
More than two.
at this more than two now.
But
More
if she
than two
got
now.
two, it's workable.
If two, she on thin ice. Now hold on, let me go ahead and because I see what's about to go ahead. Let me get all right. So, one is like, all right, that's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying. Even one, I gotta know, in a good situation. You in a good situation. Like, you know what I'm saying. Like, is dog, doing his part. You know what I'm saying. Or if he not doing his part, are you doing more than enough? You know what I'm saying. Like, I'm not against, like, because eventually, like, that child is gonna have to be our responsibility. But it's like, you know, like Jordan said in the chat yesterday, bro. Like, am I gonna have to deal with a nigga crying behind, $100 shoulder pads or like a registration fee for football?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, am I gonna have to deal with, niggas crying about, buying school shoes?
Yeah, that's not your responsibility.
You know what I'm saying? It's like shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
That should be a want, not a need for you to do.
you know what I'm
In terms of for what you need to do. Like if you want to do it, I get it, yeah. But in terms of like, no, where this nigga daddy at?
Cause it's like, all right, I get it. Like, I get it. Like, all us under the same roof is like, I get it. But it's like, at the end of the day, where at the end of the day, it's like, bro, like,
You wouldn't
niggas know
expect it. You wouldn't expect. That's why I asked you because I know you. You see what I'm saying? And you wouldn't expect that from a woman when it came to Milo. You see what I'm saying?
exactly. So it's like, and I understand, like, different situations call for different measures. Like, I get it, but it's like, at the end of the day, bro, nigga know he got a responsibility out there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's only so much you can cover. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, come on now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I would need to know, like, what type of situation that is. So, like, when we talk about 2 and 3 kids, like, I know it ain't no structure there. I know the structure is little to none. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but it's like, me personally, like, it's just like, it's a big dice roll, and like, I can't afford to roll those type of dice. I'm trying to roll dice to get some money. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry.
I feel you. I just wanted your opinion on that. That's all. Being at
And it's like, because a lot of people will be like, well, shit, you got a kid on your own, so how you even gonna, have these rules? And it's like, well, bro, like, I do need to be responsible going forward because, yeah, I do have a kid that I I'm responsible for. So it's like, why would I put myself in another situation where, I'm responsible for mine and I still have to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I get
it's
what
just
you're saying.
like,
Yeah.
it's like, come on, bro. Like, you still, even though I do have a kid, like, that don't mean shit as far as, like, my options and nothing like that. Like, I still should have standards for myself too. You know what I'm saying? Just like women, like a woman should still want standards for herself too, but we also have to go into it knowing that it's not going to be as perfect as we think it's going to be. And I feel like I feel like men understand this way sooner than a woman would.
Mm.
Cause it's like, like the video said with Kevin, like when Kevin said was talking to old girls, like she mid-30s, about to be in her late 30s. She got two kids by two different niggas, and you expecting no less than a nigga that makes six figures?
It's not reality. That's not reality. No, because she even said, she was like, I know that 20-year-olds are not attracted to 40-year-old. He's like, bullshit. That's another one of you lies.
How you know that?
The nigga said that's one of the lies that you tell. He's like, I'm 51. I gotta beat him off with a stick.
Exactly. Like, you're not even in that circle. Like, he told her, like, you're not even in this circle. You don't know nobody in this circle. You're not related to nobody in this circle. So how do you know how this shit work over here?
And I knew that. I'm not even. I know that shit. No, them niggas ain't checking for that. They're not.
Not. You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
they want somebody who off rip ain't got kids because they just got the money. They're not gonna deal with that. You see what I'm saying?
And it's like he said, even if you have a kid, it's like, all right, it's like, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, you expecting this from me. You expect me to have six figures, but what do you have?
Yeah, and she got it, but he had to explain. It's like, yo, men don't care about your money. They care about the fact that you're middle aged, you have a kid with a sketchy baby daddy, and you think you deserve him because you're making six figures too. That's not how that works. Men don't care about your money.
And then he was like, "Well, shit. Well, let's break it down further. Let's talk about how you look."
That shit went left. That shit was crazy, bro. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. He's like, "Man, I don't want to." Like the part that stood out to me, he was like,
"How do you look?
How do you look with all that off?" And she was like, "I look the same." He's like, "No, you don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't have all that on." She was like, "Huh?" He's like, "No, you don't. Because if you did,"
oh my God,
Lee got on his Umar shit and started repeating shit. I was like, God damn. I was like, God damn, bro. Yeah, just like, but we see all the time reverse on the TL. Like, a woman has no problem telling niggas they need to stay within their bracket. When it comes, especially when it comes to looks.
It's a problem when we do it, though. It's a problem when we do it.
Especially when it comes to looks. If a nigga on the TL average or below, and he talking some shit, women getting him out the paint.
Oh, this you?
Yeah, this you?
This you? Oh, it's no holds barred on the nigga now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so is it even room for a man to tell a woman like, yo, why you can't date somebody average too? Why can't you? Because like Kevin said, also he was like, a lot of y'all feel like y'all exception to the rule, and that's definitely a true statement. A lot of them feel like they're an exception to the rule because they're special, like he said, quote unquote special. And that's not to diminish them, making them feel like that, but a lot of them feel like that. That's it. Pick and choose, because a lot of time women can get in their bag too with other women. A lot of them can get in their bag too, so it's not like they don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like, I just feel like if everybody was more realistic with their expectations and their reality. It's a difference between, expecting certain things and, but you have to also say, well, shit, I may want this for myself, but I also have to know that right now, right here in this place right now, this is where I'm at. Mm-hmm. So I have to work within these needs right now and get to that point. Like, there's nothing wrong with having aspirations and, expectations for where you want to be, but you need your reality grounds you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Your reality is your foundation.
Bro, the shit was so hilarious when he flamed up that one dude about, he's asking him about his size and shit like that. But even in between that, he was being real. He was like, bro, you 5'7". They said you 5'7", you a fat dude. You make up less than $1,000 a month at 20 years old, and women should approach you. What they get? That shit had me crying.
But that's real shit, though.
But that's real shit. Like, bro, you got to just be real about your situation. Like, why should women approach you? They're not even getting that. That shit had me in tears, bro.
That's real shit, though. Like, you focus about the wrong shit, bro. Like, you need to, like, dog Kevin basically told him, like, bro, like, you want women to value you, but you need to value yourself first. And that go across the board. Like you gotta value yourself before somebody else can see a value within you. That's just common sense.
Yeah, letting the opposite sex be your motivation factor is a terrible foundation to build on.
Oh, I'm gonna do this so I can get this woman. Like that's it.
Especially them niggas who got played in high school. Them the worst niggas. Oh, I remember you played me. But like, you remember that one cartoon that was going around when Dog was in high school, but she was fucking with the drug dealer. But then he became like this Fortune 500 dude, and she had like a baby. Like she had like kids.
She had like 3 babies.
Yeah, that he was pulling up in the front like, oh, you want me? Like, bro, you carried that shit on for that long?
Hey, but women do that too, though. You know, they might have lost a little weight. You know, you can't talk to them then. You can't talk to you. Those certain ones that lose that little 60 pounds. You can't talk to them.
Oh, you didn't want me in high school. Now you want
you
me.
You can't even talk. You can't even
look their direction.
You can't even like a certain picture on Instagram. It's like, what you like this picture for? Like, what? Are you serious? Are you dead ass right now?
They ready to drop that picture now to make a nigga mad. We see it. We see it all the time. They ready to drop that picture. They got it ready in the camera roll. They ready.
A little caption back then, a little back then caption or some shit. You know how that shit goes.
Yeah, man, back then, yeah. But yeah, man, like niggas, don't let your motivation be no woman, man. And ladies, don't let a man be your motivation either. You got to get that shit within yourself, man. I can't tell you how. Some people have it, some don't. I can't tell you how to do it, but I just know that shouldn't be a motivation factor. So let's get on to the sports shit, man. So Wall and Westbrook got traded for each other, man. What you thinking, man? What Wizards gonna be at? Where the Rockets gonna be at? What you think about the trade just off rip though? What you think about the trade off rip?
They traded. From breaking this shit down, like you got John Wall who in place since 2018. You trade him for a nigga who could easily still be a top 10 point guard.
Facts.
It's like I just don't get. I don't get it. Like. I just don't get it. Like, we clown Russ, but it's like, like I say, he still could be top 10 point guard any day. We ain't seen John Wall play in almost 2 years.
No, that's facts.
The
trade didn't make sense to me.
It just don't make sense. That's why I say it got to be more than just. It got to be something else to this shit. Like, it had to be like some behind the scenes shit going on, because like, how does this trade work? Like, how does it make sense? And then it's like the whole, they want to reunite Boogie and John Wall. That don't make sense to me neither.
Knock it off.
Because Boogie, and I love Boogie, but it's like,
he got
are we even gonna get the same Boogie?
He got the same injury problems.
Exactly. Like, so it's like, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with either team. Honestly, like, to be real with you, like, I feel like they could possibly like be on the same level as far as wins and losses.
No,
like,
facts. The Rockets might be worse off because you lost Rob Cove, and he was a major piece, and then you lost Austin Rivers. I don't know what's going on with PJ Tucker contract situation. So you got a new coach. You don't know what that they might have been worse off. And I had my shit with Russell Westbrook at the end of the day in terms of how he played in the playoffs. Cool. At the end of the day, he can still out there. I'll never question that nigga drive. But in terms of like his game changing as far as becoming a better shooter, he's just stuck in his ways. And I feel like as far as the Wizards aspect, Bradley Beal's getting another running mate that's somewhat the same.
Yeah. And it's like for the Wizards, it's like, bro, like y'all going on year 2 with Rui, which is like, in my opinion, like he's one of the top prospects within the last, I want to say 3 years of the draft. Like he's one of the dudes that could have the most upside. And then you just drafted Diddy dude, and he had a lot of
lot of eyes on him.
Yeah, so it's like how does Westbrook? How do you bring Westbrook in there? How does he help both of those guys grow? And then you got Beal that you still trying to satisfy Beal, and Beal still like that too. So it's like,
oh, the nigga said you saw what he said yesterday.
What?
He said he wants to win a championship in Washington.
Who said that?
Russ.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I go back to his drive. I would never question Russ' drive. Like
what we talking about, bro? When you talking about you want to win a championship in Washington? Come on, dog.
Yeah, like it's like, come on, bro. Like
Come
I
on, man.
get it. Like I never question your drive, my nigga, but it's like I don't know, man.
They
I
might not
don't
even
know.
make the play. There's 8 teams in the East I can name right now that make the playoffs before them. I'm just being 100. It's Boston off rip, Miami, Indiana, Milwaukee, Pacers, Hawks, Magic. You see what I'm saying? The Pistons can be in there. Like, come on, dog. Come on, dog. Raptors. Did I mention the Raptors? I didn't mention the Raptors. Bump
Nah,
them
you
out.
didn't say the Raptors.
Huh?
You didn't say the Raptors. You still got
Exactly.
seven. You still got Philly. You still
In
got.
Philly. You so I can take out Atlanta. I can take out Atlanta, India, and throw in Philly and Toronto. Come on, dog. Like, let's be real.
I don't know, man. I don't think that trade didn't help neither one of these teams. Honestly,
You think Beal
like
gets
you say,
moved?
what'd you say?
You think Beal gets moved by All Star break?
I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you.
Do you think Beal gets moved by All Star break, or does he stick it out another season?
It depends on how they looking. Now, if they go in the All Star season and they winning, then Bill stays. But if it's a situation where it's like same old with Russ, and that's trickling down the team, then we might be looking at a situation where Bill might be moved, or shit, it might be a situation where Bill stays and they wait till the end of the season and let Russ go. You never know.
Mm.
They don't gotta keep Russ. You
No,
know
they
what I'm
don't.
saying? Like
They don't.
so, it's like it's like they know that Bill they guy. So it's like if we going into the All Star break, they might just be like, well, shit, we'll just keep the shit together, but Russ gone at the end of the season. It don't even matter. You never know how this shit might go, man. But if it's on some shit where like Beal demanding to get up out of there, then yeah, Beal out of there, of course.
We'll definitely see how that shit play out, man. We'll definitely see.
My main concern is Rui because that's been my guy. I've been speaking highly of Rui, so I want to see how this affect Rui going into a crucial second season because he was straight last year, but it was always can he jump to get 15 a game? If he can get 15, up to 18 a game, I think he'll be good.
Yeah. I feel you. I think the trade overall was just unnecessary. They make sense. Neither team really got better. Um, Houston might be worse off. They might go from a second round exit to a first round exit. And like you said, it just boiled down to what ifs. Like Boogie gonna be starting now. Okay, is he gonna be the same nigga he was in Sacramento and Pelicans when he was having those 40 and 20 rebounds, some 55-point games and 20 rebound games? Like, is he gonna be that again? So you just don't know. Like, a John Wall and Boogie reunion would have been cool 5 years ago, but now,
Yeah.
nah, dog. Like, nah, not with this too much. You just don't know. You don't know, and you got a new coach. It's just a lot of shit. But speaking of basketball, Larsa Pippen, man.
Oh man.
We forgot to talk about this shit last. Scottie Pippen, man. Scotty is killing me, bro. I can't believe that he was a great player. Like, he's one of the great Chicago Bulls players all time because it's like, bro, like, you letting me down, man. Like, you letting me down, Scotty.
Hey, how Magic said?
Passing him. Then now she up here with these cryptic ass post captions and shit. Ma, cut that shit.
Don't believe what you see, nigga. We seen you in the airport with another nigga
holding hands. What? Stop it, bruh. You're not holding this man's hand because that's your. Stop it. Stop.
Don't believe what you see.
And your son out here liking certain shit. Like, that man is out here playing college basketball. He shouldn't have to deal with that shit, bruh. And he know that because he liking this shit.
Why are you not supporting your son?
That man shouldn't have to deal with that.
Why are you not at these games? Why are you not, more vocal about your son being in college ball, being a potential NBA pick? Like, why are you not focused on that?
This man got to overcompensate when he gets to the next level because the jokes is coming. Don't let this nigga get into an argument, which is going to come, and the nigga already got the trump card. Be like, hey, now, like, your mama, a nigga can easily be like, hey, your mama one DM away.
You know we got Malik Beasley tomorrow night.
Yeah. But a nigga can easily be like, hey, your mama one DM away. Like, watch yourself. Watch yourself, rookie. Watch yourself. Watch yourself.
That's
and you know that shit can trickle over. Like, bro, he going to get into a fight. He's going to get into a fight. He's going to get nasty. He shouldn't have to. The nigga, you saw the nigga tweet? He's like, I'm not responsible for nobody else's actions. I got to do what I got to do. The nigga threw the deuces emoji at the end. I'm like, oh my God.
That nigga is not fucking with her, bro. That nigga's not.
This nigga is not fucking with his moms, bro. Like, this shit is nasty out here. Nasty. And Scotty, you got her coming back to the crib? Nah, dog. You got to put your foot down, man. And then even, like, with her excuses, like, before this shit now, this is before this shit. Remember, she was like, oh, I never had a chance to, like, I was having Scotty kids and dealing with Scotty stuff. That's your decision. That's not on him. That's on you as a woman. You was a grown-ass woman, late 20s, early 30s doing this shit.
No accountability. No accountability.
Lacking accountability, once again.
If you want a whole phase, just say you want to have a whole phase,
That's it.
man.
Say that. Say that. You miss your window, now you want to do that shit again. Say it.
Prayers to the family, man.
Nah, I'm more concerned for Scotty's son, man. Like Mike been saying, bro, like this shit don't get no easier as you progress, bro. Like you never know who you gonna run into, who gonna try to get some clout off you and want to drop that mama joke, and you gotta bust his ass, like straight up.
Instead of just focusing on basketball.
Instead of just focusing on basketball, bro, that man shouldn't have to worry about this shit, bro. The nigga mama's a meme, bro. His dad is a meme, bro. Like that's he shouldn't have to worry about this shit right now.
Then Malik Beasley, his wife, filing for divorce already. I'm like, God damn. But hey,
I see. They said your man's was like the first nigga to follow her too.
Who?
Drake.
Oh shit.
They say Drake on.
Hey,
the
to
case
be honest with you, I thought he been fucking her.
They say Drake on the case is about to get wild now.
I thought he been smashing. I thought him and Future was passing her back and forth.
I don't know that girl, so I don't know if she was around. Like she been around like that.
Bro, Future was fucking her.
That's tough.
Oh, for real?
Dog, that was a big thing during the summer. Remember? This ain't the first. Remember she was like, what was the shit?
You talking about Malik Beasley wife?
No, I'm talking. Oh, I thought you were talking about Larsa Pippen.
No, I'm talking about Malik Beasley wife. There was like Drake been like one of the first niggas to follow her.
Oh, okay. I thought you was talking about Larsa. See, but that nigga's a sniper, man. That's what he do. That's his MO. He always want to creep in. That's that DJ drama shit. That go back to the DJ. That go back to that DJ drama shit.
He still ain't learned. I see.
So he about to creep up in Malik Beasley wife now.
The boy put the screenshot of now followed by Champagne Poppy. And
Wow.
say, oh, shit. You know niggas be on that shit, bro.
But see, let's transition to another topic. The whole trouble shit. Trouble talking about when Lil Duval had asked, would you let Drake smash your wife for a feature? This nigga talk about some. Yeah, why not? They already gonna like, nah, dog. That's how we moving. Cause that's the point. You shouldn't even be wifing nobody like that if you feel like that.
But for him to say that, it's like, bro, that's weird because you already got a song with the nigga. So it's like, what are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, what are you gaining by letting her do it? You got a song with that man already.
You got a feature with the nigga off the strength of you being you. You don't have to sacrifice your wife. So what are you talking about right now, bro?
Nigga sacrificing the old lady for an OVO tag?
It's just that was just weird to me, bro. And I see you try to clear it up, trying to talk like he on the blade and all this other shit. And I'm like, I ain't buying it, bro, because you already had a song with this nigga. Like, so why you double back and express that feeling? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like niggas. I don't know, man. Niggas be revealing their desires for some reason to me, man. Like I don't know. Shit weird, man.
That shit weird. You think Malik Beasley wife gonna go through with that divorce though? I kind of feel like it's just emotions running right now. I don't know. She probably could, but I don't think so.
I think it's emotions. You never know though.
Yeah.
You never know those shit.
I mean, he definitely got it tight. He definitely got it tight though, because her and Larsa Pippen they in the same class.
She looked like she's 20 years younger than Larsa, bro.
Yeah. They definitely in the same class. So, but Malik was moving Greasy up under her pick too. Like, oh, I just want to treat you like how a real queen should. Like, whoa, bro, you don't do that shit in the comment section, dog. You wildin'.
You're married, bro.
You're married. And you put that shit on a comment?
Wow.
Nigga didn't even say fuck the DM. I'm gonna just put this under the comment.
No, this is my thing, bro. Like, shouldn't you be shooting some free throws, my nigga?
Season start on the 22nd.
You're not that good, bro. Like, you need to be shooting some free throws, my nigga. This will keep niggas out of trouble. No, this keep niggas out of trouble, though.
No,
like,
you right.
Real, like,
Even if you gonna move like that, my nigga, save that for the DM. You don't never put no comments under their pictures, my nigga. Like, god damn, he was
Pretty
just
sure
blatant with
I
it.
saw that comment and was like, "Oh, this is the one for me." That's so crazy to me, man. But y'all got a bye week this week for football? Panthers, who y'all play?
I got a bye week.
Y'all got a bye?
Yeah, Drew, who y'all got?
Houston.
That should be a dub. Don't fuck around. They've been feeling
around,
themselves. They've been feeling themselves. Houston been feeling themselves last few weeks now.
We got to get this.
Yeah, y'all got to. What y'all 6-4?
Yeah.
No,
Or 7-4?
7-4.
That ain't bad.
Nah, but we lost to that. We lost to Jacksonville.
Y'all lost to Jacksonville.
That first game.
Oh yeah, and y'all got smacked by Tennessee last week.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to y'all defense, man.
It's COVID, man. What been the COVID protocols?
Okay, Mo, who y'all got?
They got Chargers.
The Chargers today.
Oh, y'all should get that. Well, y'all 5-6, right?
Yeah, we 5-6.
Y'all get back to 500. Dog, it's crazy. 2020 wild. The Dolphins are 7-4. The Browns are 8-3. What's going on, man?
Them boys say Baker Mayfield was this was his last rope this season.
Man, he got to shut motherfuckers up. No Odell out this bitch.
No Odell.
But shout out to their head coach, man. I gotta give him some respect. He came from Minnesota, Kevin Stefanski. So he definitely was doing some shit Freddie Kitchens couldn't get right. So shout out to him, man. He doing the damn thing up in Cleveland.
Facts. I agree with that. They got Tua coming back today. You got I'm looking forward to this Rams and Cardinals game today.
That's gonna be good. Rams just lost to the Niners last week.
Yeah.
And the Rams it's a lot of 7-4. It's a lot of 7-4 teams in this bitch, man. It's a lot of them. Yeah. Like, I feel like the Rams should be about 8-3 or right about now, but you know they still a good team. Though I think it's just one of those division games. But Cardinals and Rams definitely gonna be a good game for sure. For sure, I'm fucking with it.
Yeah, cause we just beat the Cardinals last week, so you know I feel like the Cardinals should be a little better than what they are, but at the same time, it's like that they do fold under certain defenses though. I will say that, but
yeah, because we got them early in the year.
Yeah, but yeah, man. Hey, man, I know y'all probably ain't watched the college football this season, but ain't all the Hurricanes, dog, we was missing 15 niggas last night against Duke, bro. We still won.
Wow.
Alabama shit, bro.
I remember before the kickoff, and I put the game on Alabama LSU. I was like, bro, why I got this shit on? This is before kickoff. I said, they about to get smacked. These niggas lost 55-17.
Them boys was saying we need to drop 70 on them niggas.
Bruh,
like, oh my god.
This nigga had a one-handed catch before halftime in the end zone for a touchdown to put them boys up like 44.
That boy had 200 yards in the first half. I was like, oh my
200
god.
yards, 3 touchdowns.
I saw Jerry Judy was tweeting. It was like, man, get that little boy off of Smitty, man.
Hey, man, word is Joe Burrow was really the reason why LSU was that good last year, man. That coach looking funny in the light, man.
You think so?
I'm gonna say Coach O looking funny in the light, man. I understand you lose Joe Burrow, you lose a wide receiver, Justin Jefferson, cool. But my nigga, let's be real here, dog. Y'all fell off that bad. Nick Saban ain't never fell off that bad off a natty. Never.
Only losing 2 people now.
Come on now. Joe Burrow was that guy.
I know it was a quarterback, but shit. We saw Clemson lose Trevor Lawrence. They still got another killer at quarterback. Right
man,
after
they lost Deshaun Watson and they brought in, you see what I'm saying? Like they brought in Trevor Lawrence. They didn't lose a beat. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, LSU is definitely trashing the light. I know conference championship games should be like next week, I think. Or the week after. I know it's going to be Alabama versus Florida for the SEC. ACC, I think it's going to be Clemson and somebody. I don't know who winning y'all Coastal Division. I thought it would have been y'all.
Yeah. But shit, I don't know, man. Let's see how this shit play out, man. Honestly.
Yeah, man. So we got anything else before we get up out of here? That's about it.
Nah, man, I'm good, man. Y'all good? Drew, you good, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm Gucci.
Yes, sir.
For sure,
About to give
man.
me some
So
food and just watch these games and shit off for bye week.
yeah, I'm about to do that too. I'm probably gonna see what's on Clubhouse when I get out off here. I'm gonna probably open up a room later tonight though. If you want later tonight, hop on. Hey Drew, you got Clubhouse, bro?
Nah, what is that?
The little chat room app when niggas be on there kicking it and shit, man.
Nah.
Man, when I get some more invites, man, I'm gonna send you one of them shit, man.
Say less.
So I'm probably open up a little room on there later tonight. My first room. So,
All right, bet. I'll be in there.
all right, so we say this every episode, man. If you hear anything on here that gets you in your feelings, always remember
We just some messages.
we out.